Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? So, once again, we're going to be talking about the book titled The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. I stopped at where there is a reunion between Julian and his sister Catherine, where they get to share very important life lessons. And before I go into the life lessons on Monday, I'm going to be sharing with us today a backstory of how Julian met with the monks eventually and became a monk himself. So, as I said, Julian had a heart attack and left law practice, decided that he wanted to go in search of true knowledge and headed to the Himalayas, where he walked on the desert land for a couple of days in search of the monks until one day when he had almost given up on his journey, he saw someone dressed like a monk walking quite ahead of him, and he shouted to that person. The person hastened his steps and started walking even faster. The more he shouted, the more the person even started running until he said that he was in search of the monks. That was when the person stopped abruptly and decided that he wanted to converse with this guy that mentioned monks. So he retraced his steps, went in the direction of the noise, and they met each other. The monk met Julian, and the monk made it clear that this was the first time in a number of years that anybody had come in search of them and had succeeded. People have tried and failed, but he, Julian, was successful. He went ahead to ask Julian what his profession was. Julian made it clear that he was a lawyer before he quit his practice, and the man was quite impressed. Took Julian in, but before he took Julian in, he gave him a condition, and Julian fulfilled that condition. So that's just it for the backstory. The next time when we're meeting, I'm going to be sharing some of the lessons that this book teaches. I'm very sure that from what I've said so far in all the episodes, you have been able to derive certain cues as to what those lessons could potentially be. And I'm telling you that those things are not far from the truth. There are things that we know every day, but that we may not pay much attention to. For now, I wish you a happy Christmas in advance. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day.